Hello world, Shelly here, and today I've got for you 5 third impressions. I've got at least 5 things, there's actually 6, that I have tried at least 3 times to form my opinions, and I'm going to share my opinions with you. So first up, I've got a couple of eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f. Now, this one in particular, this is the Opposites Attract palette. This has my 2 new favorite transition and crease shades. I know these just look like taupe and brown on camera, but they are cool toned, and the brown has sort of like a plum grayish base to it. So I'm going to swatch them on my hand, and you can see they're similar. So this is the Transition Witty, and it is just kind of a cool toned light brown, light taupey-ish. This one, Smooth, is the one that's got like this interesting sort of a plum base to a grayish. It's just really nice. It's neutral to slightly cool toned, so it ends up giving a really good contrast to any kind of pop of color on the lid. It's kind of a smoky-ish base, which gives it just an interesting dynamic when you go with a pop of color, or you can go full on smoky eye, totally fine. But I've been able to use those 2 shades with all of the pops of color in here on my lid, and even when I'm going cool and warm tones combined, it ends up being very pretty. And this is their 70s Feels palette, and I just really enjoy the heck out of this color scheme. My favorite, the green here, and then this sort of, it's almost a silver gray, is just really, it's pretty. It's just really pretty. So I'm enjoying both of these a heck of a lot. Now, let's see here. What else do I have in front of me? Oh, I have one more eyeshadow palette. This one, it's not super new. It's fairly new. It is from Maybelline. It is the Soda Pop palette, and I fell in love with this the first couple times I used it. And then I started having dermatitis on my eyelids, and I thought it was caused by this. So I stopped using this, but the dermatitis continued. And it turns out that it was my Costco face wipes, and that reminded me of why I stopped using them in the first place. So then I went back to using this. Everything has been wonderfully fine. These blend out beautifully. The shimmers are beautiful. The color scheme is right up my alley. I really love this palette. I'm really picky about eyeshadows, and very few drugstore eyeshadow formulas are my jam. This is my jam. Now, let's do some skincare. That is why I have a bare face right now, because I wanted to be able to zoom in and show you some of my wrinkles. You guys were asking, you wanted to see my hair curly? Here it is. This is curly. It's not that I don't like my hair curly. It's that I don't like my hair short. And I lose like 2 inches of length when I have it curly. And so as soon as my hair is long enough to stay behind my shoulders when it's curly, then I'll wear it curly. I guarantee you I will give up that like 10 minutes worth of blow drying my hair. Merlin and Ziva right now are right by my feet if you hear some meowing. So let's get into the last 3 products I've got here. I've been checking out the number 7 Radiant Results Nourishing Cleansing Balm. And several of you guys recommended this as a potential dupe for, I don't have it here anymore, the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. And here's what I think so far. This is more of an emollient kind of texture. I've got eyeshadow on my fingers, so let's do this one. It's more... let's take the eyeshadow off. It's more oily emollient in a sense, but this isn't going to work very well without water. What am I doing? Oh, okay. So it's a little bit more emollient, and I feel like it's also more fragranced. It's more heavily fragranced. The product does a very good job of taking most of my makeup off. It does not take off my mascara as easily as the Take the Day Off balm. Why am I forgetting who makes that? Is it Lancome? Is it Estee Lauder? Lancome? I don't remember. I will link it down below. But I'd say this is good for a reasonably priced replacement, but I think the Take the Day Off balm works better. Sorry. Last up, I have two products that I received through PR from Octoly, which if you are a YouTuber, Octoly can put you in touch with companies to get PR items that you might not qualify to be on their PR list, but you can get some certain specific items. So I've got two skincare items here. The first up is Dr. Brandt's Needles No More. This is the Wrinkle Smoothing Cream. This is gifted to me by Dr. Brandt, so I did receive this free of charge. This is not sponsored. I can't find the webpage. Okay, found the webpage. Retails for $89, and this is a revolutionary topical cream that targets lines and wrinkles to visibly improve the look of expression lines. So they're specifically targeting the dynamic lines that happen like when you smile or when you raise your eyebrows or when you furrow your brows. It's specifically kind of like, you know, eyes up. They're talking about your crow's feet. They're talking about the 11s you might get between your eyebrows. They're talking about your forehead lines, that kind of expression line. And this is formulated with exclusive tri-blend wrinkle smoother, a powerful synergistic smoother with peptides and minerals, and it helps provide instant and long-term smoothing while visibly improving the look of expression lines. No parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates, and here's my experience with this. They say to use this AM and PM. I don't like it in the morning because the texture is kind of heavy and I have trouble getting makeup to go over it. When they say it gives you instant results, it's kind of doing some line filling right off the bat. But the problem with that is that it's not formulated to have makeup on top of it. It seems anyway, for me. It pilled up a lot when I would try to put foundation over it on my forehead. So I switched to using this just in the evenings. And I do really think that my forehead lines are a bit more smooth. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and I'm feeling that I'm getting some filling of those lines. So this is a product I would say I will recommend. I do plan to use the entire thing, and we'll see how my wrinkles are looking by the time I get to the end of this bottle. This thing's going to last me a while because you only need like a half pump, a tiny little, like a quarter of a pea size, maybe a half a pea size to get your crow's feet and your forehead lines. That's all I've been doing. I've been taking it in between my eyebrows. I don't have any lines there, but I'm hoping maybe it'll help the texture. But I would say thumbs up on the Needles No More. Speaking of needles, the second product that I have from Octoly, so this was gifted to me by Boots number 7, and I received this in PR, retails for $41.99. This is the Line Correcting Booster Serum, and it's clinically proven targeted booster serum. It's their most concentrated line correcting serum, meant to be directly applied to lines and wrinkles. 7 times concentration gives you 7 times more of the Matrixyl 3000 plus than their other clinically proven serums, reduces the appearance of the deepest, most stubborn lines and wrinkles, and they have this targeting 6 different areas: forehead, crow's feet, lip, between the brows, under eyes, and the nasolabial folds. So your, nosy area. So I have not been using this above the eyes because that's where I'm using my Dr. Brandt. I like to only try one thing in one area at a time. So this I've been doing on my smile lines primarily, and I've been taking it into my, corners of my nostrils here, but I've been using it primarily on my smile lines. And the Matrixyl 3000 plus that is in this, the sort of main goal of the Matrixyl ingredient, it's a bunch of peptides. Peptides are great, especially for increasing collagen production and cell turnover. And as you replace dying dead cells that are not doing so well on your complexion, you get the growth of new cells, and that helps smooth out wrinkles. I think, let's zoom in again, my smile lines are less prominent if I'm not smiling. What I felt like I had before was very deep smile lines that, well, very deep is probably an exaggeration. Deep for me, somewhat deep smile lines that even when I wasn't smiling were still visible, and then they would collect foundation in them and I'd get settling into the depths of my smile lines. Well, I haven't had foundation settling into my smile lines. If you check the last few foundation reviews that I've done, I have not really been having that problem the way I used to. And I think when I'm not smiling, now I can't not smile. Stop smiling. When I don't smile, Now I'm like growling. Ah! when I don't smile, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I feel like you can't see my smile lines. Like they're much less pronounced. Oh, I'm trying, you guys. See? Can't really see them, right? Yeah. So I'm going thumbs up on the number 7. The ingredient deck looks to be decent in terms of you'd still want to put a moisturizer over this, but it's a really good booster, I think, for smoothing out, especially some deeper lines. And now I'm going to start taking it down to my chin because maybe I can kind of smooth that out a little bit as well. So there you have it, my 5 third impressions, some things I have been trying out. I will have them all linked below if you would like to read more about them. If you enjoy these 5 third impressions kinds of videos or you liked this one, give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.